My twin is here! Meet my twinnie!
Hi!
Oh, that's Nova. So we planned to do an episode about a year ago. Let's go a little bit, there we go. And it just never worked out. We got preggo a little bit. So if
Preggo a little bit?
Preggo a lot.
Just a little.
Just a little. So, if you're listening and you don't know, I have a twin sister. We'll get into if we're identical or fraternal in a little bit and kind of how that all came about and how that all went down. But, this is my sister Hannah, my twin, who's on the podcast
Yay.
for the first time. And I am going to... So, we got wine today while we're drinking, while we're recording. And I went to the store. Okay, so I went to Hy-Vee, and I was like... I want to find one that is resembles twins or sisters or something.
Oh.
I was walking down and I couldn't figure it out. And then all I see is this.
Yeah.
Twin, because it's the same, right? Do you know what this means?
No.
What does it mean, Kiana?
It's about a threesome.
It's about a threesome. How do you say it?
Menage a trois.
Menage a trois.
Oh.
So that's what we're drinking right now. We have some Moscato too, but so.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. Cheers. Cheers. Woo. So on today's episode, we're going to we have a list of things that we're going to talk about and random things, and some people have had questions on before. But first, tell the people what you do, who you are, just a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Hannah. I work for Avera. I'm a strength and conditioning specialist, and so I used to train athletes through a sports performance training program called Acceleration, but I don't really do that so much anymore. I mostly do adult classes, so it's called AR Fit, so it's just adult 1 hour circuit HIIT workout. Right now we're doing strength training type of stuff, so it's all lifting. So I make all the workouts and stuff for that, so pretty similar to what Sophie does.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I have 3 kids. Kenley is 8. Kazan, my son, is 3. He's a little hellion.
Hellion?
Yes.
He's like that.
He's gotten bad.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
But he's the sweetest. He's super sweet too. And he's
he?
really smart. He's 3.
Aww.
Yeah. And then our newest addition, Kyla, is gonna be 5 months in 3 days.
Ooh.
I know.
And she's getting so big.
And
I see pictures.
She is the happiest baby. She's definitely the happiest of
all of them.
3. Yeah, out of the all 3. Yeah, she's just super smiley all the time. You wake her up from sleeping. Normally, kids will be kind of out of it and crabby, and she's instantly she wakes up and has a huge smile on her face.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, I know, it's super cute.
Anytime
and she sleeps really well. She sleeps
Good.
at night and everything. So yeah, she's probably our best child's baby so far. Kenley was pretty similar. Kazan was he was pretty good too as a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime you send or you have pictures on your story or whatever,
yeah,
Kyla, she has the biggest smile now, and it's so cute, and just her facial features are already changing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, she's getting so big. It is crazy. But yeah, so that's pretty much my life work.
And you went to, so Hannah, we went to high school together. We had pretty much all the same friends, the same friend group.
We went to high school together? We did, and middle school and elementary school and preschool and daycare.
God damn it. Yes.
No, yeah, we pretty much had the same friend group, the same interests, same
sports.
Same, really, everything, I guess. Our personalities were a little bit different.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. I would say that I was a lot more shy, introvert.
Yeah, I was more
you were
out there, crazy.
Way more extrovert, and yes,
Remember
out there.
In 8th grade, I won craziest personality.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. You won best eyes.
Best eyes, because
they're fake blue contacts.
My fake blue contacts. Yep.
And then I was a little crazier and
yeah, you definitely were. And even now, we have the same. We'll get into the personalities here in a little bit. Oh, jeez, but
do you have the track story on here? Oh yeah, my mind.
Yeah,
there.
we will.
Oh, okay, we'll get there.
So we so we had similar personalities, but also very, very different. And I feel even still now,
yeah,
I will get. So actually, at Coco, Jillian.
Yeah, Jillian.
Okay, yeah. So she came up to me and we were just talking. She was like, "I love what you do and for social media and It's
Yeah.
kind of like a fresh breath air. And she's like, I love your sister and what she brought too, but you guys are just so different.
Oh, crazy. Yeah.
Like completely different personalities.
Yeah.
And it is true.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. I was gonna say something else too, because when I said that, so then we both went to SDSU, but then you had met Josh like your senior year of high school. Yeah, it was our senior year of high school.
So
So you went to SDSU for like a year and then transferred, even like half a year maybe?
I was there for a full year and then I transferred, went to USD.
Yep.
Lived at home and got my major in kinesiology and sports science there with a specialization in exercise science, which is kind of like the main reason I think that that was like the main reason I transferred and to live at home to save money.
Mm-hmm. And Josh.
Yeah, and Josh too.
Nova.
But it was, that wasn't like the main thing because Brookings and Vermilion are still an hour away from Sioux Falls where he lived. So that was really a deciding factor. Yeah.
That's true.
I literally saw him the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. And I feel like that was like a huge thing for me because, and I said this in in my maid of honor speech.
What?
That like, because of you, or we talked about it, but because of you leaving and moving, I felt like I was always so dependent on you throughout all of our whole life. Like I was super dependent on you, just being with you all the time.
Yeah.
You were the more talkative one. Like I kind of
I did. I would like do everything. Like if I needed to go like ask for something or like make a phone call or like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and
I was like the one to do that.
Yeah, and even like with friends, like we hung out. We had the same friend group. I just feel like you were more talkative, a little bit more like, I don't know how to explain it, I guess, but I was just more dependent on you. But because of you leaving and going to Vermilion, that like forced me to be independent and I was like, well, shit, now I'm gonna have to go do my own thing. And that was also when I really got into my party phase too. But I kind of just became more independent because of that. But I like looking back, it's like the best thing that could have happened to me. Yeah. Even though I was like sad about it. Yeah. It helped me a lot. Yeah. So, to be more independent. Okay, so what's first on the list? So we have made a list of things over the past year.
Not in any certain order. Yeah. It's just like we come up with an idea, we put it under our notes, and we just go from there. So it's all over the place. So the first thing is tension breaking scream from our soccer days.
Oh yeah,
with Dad.
Yep, because we played soccer. We played a club's team in middle school because there was no team. And
what was even before middle school?
It was before middle school? No, I think it was during middle school.
Well, it was, but we started before 6th grade, didn't we?
I don't know.
How old were we when we started?
I thought it was middle school. I don't know.
Well, I think we still played in middle school, but I think it started before middle school.
I don't know. I'm saying I think we started in middle school. Oh. I don't know. Beside the point. Anyways, we played soccer. We were on a club team. Come high school, we did do the high school team and not the club team. But for our club team, we lived in Vermilion. We had to travel to Sioux City, which was like 45-ish minutes away.
It was a little closer than that, I think.
Yeah, so it was maybe
half hour, maybe.
Yeah. But before, this was more so for games. So whether the game was
like in tournaments,
Sioux City, tournaments.
Well, like we'd go to Des Moines, Omaha,
Kansas City. All over the place. And I don't know if he like could sense we were scared or maybe he just ran.
Just like nervous, or he probably has done it before. I don't know.
Just ran. Was like, all right, nervous. Tension breaking.
Get your nerves out.
Yep. You just tension breaking.
And you scream as absolutely loud as you can.
Yeah, you just let us like
scream. Go 1, 2, 3, and just get like all of the anger and energy and built up nerves out. Yeah, I think it helped. I mean, I should do that with Kenley sometime.
Yeah, you should. She would love that. Yeah. I feel like with kids too, they're just like
all over the place.
Breaks
the tension.
Yeah.
Tension breaking scream.
Right. And like the nerves and stuff, but also just they already have so much energy, so it's like an outlet for them.
It kind of hypes up too.
Yeah. 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 It's like that physical action, which we don't realize till like years later, but oh, let's start. Okay, let's do some stories from when we were younger. Whew. So, okay, when we were, we don't remember this. First, let's just start with if we're identical or fraternal, how this came about, how we became to know this.
Because we never knew.
We never knew. When our mom had us, it was, like 2 weeks before she knew?
No, well, first of all, they didn't know they were having twins. Our mom and dad didn't know they were having twins until, like, literally
Actually,
weeks
mom,
before. I
But
think it
didn't
was 2
mom
weeks
say it was like
before.
a week before, and we thought it was 2 weeks before. But then she's like,
No, I thought it was a month before, and then it was either
Oh.
a week or 2 weeks before.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
They found out before they had us was
Mm-hmm.
when they found out that they were having twins. When she because they didn't do like all the ultrasounds that they do nowadays, and they don't like do the same testing. And they asked, oh, well, I guess that was after we were born, maybe. But
So they
didn't know that they didn't know they were having twins until 2 weeks before we were born. We were born a month early, but yeah.
And they didn't.
A week or
they
a
just didn't do like the test to figure out
Yeah.
what we were. I think
Well,
they
so
didn't
after
really care.
I think it was after we were born, or maybe it was right before we were born. They like asked if, I mean, from what mom has said, if she wants to do some kind of test to find out if we're identical or fraternal, and she said no, it doesn't matter, so she never did it. So we really like never knew if we were 100% like identical or fraternal, and like you can be fraternal and not look. You can be fraternal and look a lot alike. You can be identical and look nothing alike, and vice versa. So we just
it could have gone either way.
yeah, we just didn't know.
And
So,
throughout,
sorry, go ahead.
what were you gonna say?
Well, I was just gonna say how the testing came about through Vera, where I work.
Yeah.
That's how I
But
found out.
throughout middle school, high school, I just found that if people knew us for a long time, they grew up with us, most of the time they thought we were fraternal.
No, they thought we were identical. People always thought we were identical.
I know, but there was a lot of people like in the post that I did to like ask if we're fraternal or identical.
Oh,
there was
that,
a lot
that
of people.
post. I feel like growing up, people thought that we were always identical,
yeah, that.
and then when you posted and it said like, "Is this gonna be? Are we gonna identical or fraternal?"
Yeah.
Then maybe a lot of people guessed that we were gonna end up being fraternal.
Right,
Maybe that's
but
what it
I
was.
also think that a lot of people who grew up with us knew us. Some of them maybe thought that we were fraternal.
Right.
But if you met us for the first time, they're like, "Holy cow! Like, yeah, you're identical." Even when we
Right.
got older,
We like talking the same, our mannerisms, like how we move our hands, our arms, how we talk.
But the main difference is we're face structure. Everyone said mine was more narrow.
And I'm
hers
more
was
round.
And then eventually when I dyed my hair, obviously, you were always so
Taller,
you
I
were-
was always taller.
You were taller, and then at one point we were the same, and at one point I was a little bit taller.
Like one time, yeah, I forgot about that.
and then
That's crazy.
And then
I
I
was always taller.
Yeah. So it's like 9 minutes. You're older than for like 9 minutes, I think, right?
Something like, 7 or 9 minutes, I think.
And then how did it come about?
The test.
Yeah.
So I've worked for Vera for 7-ish, 6 to 8 years, 7-ish years, and I think it was Derek, one of my coworkers. He mentioned something about a twin study that Avera was doing. Someone, I can't remember exactly who it was, but someone mentioned to me about a twin study that Avera does. And so I reached out to them. I found like a brochure or something. I reached out to them, and then I don't know, they called us back or something, and then they sent us a kit where we had to send back our saliva or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then it was the twin study that I think Avera's still doing it even. I don't know, but just research that they're doing on twins, and because we did this, they would tell us if we're identical or fraternal, and so. And it was free, so we're like, heck yeah, let's do it. So
Yeah, because we've always been curious. Because I knew. Oh.
What?
Look on the table.
What the fuck?
Get that out. I didn't even notice that. If you're
Eat what?
mouse.
Mouse in there.
For anyone that's just listening to the audio, there's a snake. So Kiana has a pet snake. And she brought it down to feed it a mouse. And Hannah, I used to hate snakes, and I do still hate snakes, but not as much. I'm okay with it now, whereas Hannah is not, and didn't expect that. So we just showed her. If you're watching the audio, so yeah.
Wow.
I know.
That's crazy.
If you're listening to the audio, whatever, same diff. Actually, it's not, but okay. So, what were we talking about?
A very twin study.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we sent in the kit or whatever, and then we got in the mail
But-
the letter.
But
of-
so I thought it could go either way. I feel like even without my purple hair, I could see us. Yeah, we looked similar, but I felt like also we had a lot more differences, and I think I hoped to be identical, and I could see that we're identical, but also I could also see that we're.
I think I always thought that we're identical.
Really. Mm-hmm. I didn't know.
So then,
yeah, we got this. I actually had to redo my saliva test twice.
oh, I thought it was just once.
Well, I had to because it wasn't. I don't know if I did it wrong the first time or what. So I had to redo it.
You didn't get enough spit in it or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Weird.
It was weird. So then
Then we get the letter,
we get the letter,
and we like open it
And-
at the same time.
and it was identical.
Identical. Bam.
Bam. So that was, I don't know, that was just cool to find out. You were
It's
just,
cool, just like
you
finally.
were downing that wine.
No
I'm Chip, you're ahead of me.
kids. I do have to work in the morning.
No keys. Oh yeah. So she works at Avera, but
I work at the
what did you say? What time you work usually?
No. So I work at the Human Performance Center. I work 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I try to be there by 4:45, and I wake up at 3:45.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, I go to bed at 10 or 11, so I'm like running on 4 to 5 hours of sleep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I work super early.
oh my gosh. Yeah. I have to go to Cocoa at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Really?
What?
The mouse is like real bloated.
Oh, the mouse is bloated. Ooh.
Gross.
But
Yeah, how's Coco?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
it's good.
working there too. It's
Yeah.
like such a good environment.
It's a good environment, and the people like just it is
The
like a
people are,
tight-knit
awesome.
family.
Yes, yeah.
And Tommy's freaking amazing because
Yeah, it's cool.
he's like he wants to help my business. He's
Yeah.
willing to give me advice. Like we
Yeah.
we kind of bounce ideas off, and like
Yeah.
he wants to help me, and he's just so chill about everything.
Yeah. That's good.
So and then Dawn is also freaking awesome. Did you ever meet her?
No, she started after. Well, I've met her I've met her before, but she started pretty much right after I left, I think.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So I think I've met her, but we never worked together. or
Yeah.
anything.
It's cool, like, seeing the smart trainer, because I was always skeptical about it, but, like, I can see how it would tailor to a specific group of people, or, like,
Yeah,
a
for sure.
specific person.
Yeah.
And then just me trying it, like, I like it, so.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. That's good.
And
Just
then,
go in, whenever you want.
yeah, pretty much. I've been watching Dawn train the sessions, because eventually I might do that.
Yeah.
I
feel like
hopefully,
you'd like that.
I know I would. I want to
Yeah.
get back into training, like, in person,
Yeah.
because that's, like, where
Yeah.
I thrive.
Yeah.
But I told them, like, I don't want to do evenings because that's when Kiana gets on with work and I want to be able to spend time with her.
He's cool with that.
Yeah.
That's
And he
good.
was even like, if you try this and it doesn't work out, like, that's totally fine too. And yeah.
That's good.
Hopefully I can do mid-morning. I do not really want to do the 6 a.m., but because I like having my mornings. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
So do you do?
But they need an evening person, which that's where I'm like,
Well,
well,
maybe like one evening a week or something like that.
yeah,
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
Do you have to work weekends?
No. And I mean, it's just like a flat rate of like money each week.
Yeah.
And I just do the social media. I can do it there. I can like do some
You can do
videos and I can do it
here.
here.
Yeah, that's good.
I've just been doing like a post a day basically. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You're good.
I do want-
You're good. At
But
the
also
social
he's
media
like, well,
stuff.
like small steps, like just do the social media for now, maybe eventually the
Yeah,
training.
that's
so
good.
it's not like a lot. Cause like social media, I don't know if anyone really realizes, like it can be quick. You can make it quick and just post something. But sometimes if it's a story or like someone that's, I don't know, or I'm
creating a
creating a
video
video or
maybe,
reel,
yeah,
like it takes
yeah.
it could take like an hour, a lot of
Yeah.
time. And it just takes me longer to do things where some people it doesn't take as long. So all right, a little bit of a tangent there. But yeah, I do love it. But and the flexibility and stuff. So
Yeah, that's good. Good.
yeah.
And I used to work at Coco for these
Oh,
people that don't know.
yeah.
I used to work at Coco. Probably like
Because you worked at Avera
3 years.
and
so
you interned at Avera.
Yeah, the sports. Yeah, so I started off when I was at USD and I was going to my summer, like the summer before I graduated. I interned at the Avera Sports Institute, and we are now at the Avera Human Performance Center, but it's like the same programs and everything. We're just in a bigger space. But yeah, I interned there, and then it was after I interned, I got a job there, and then during that time I worked at the Avera Fitness Center, which is different, just like a gym, and that's where I met Tommy. And then Tommy and a couple others opened this Coco gym, and he asked me to go work over there. So then I quit the fitness center and I went over to Coco, and I was still at Avera at the Sports Institute during this whole time. And then eventually the main goal was because when I was at Coco I was part-time, and Avera Sports Institute I was part-time. And so the main like end goal was to be full-time over at Avera. And eventually once I got that at Avera Sports Institute, I was done at Coco so that I could be full-time over there. Not because, I mean, I loved working at Coco, but just more ideal with kids and the hours that I got and everything. Going full-time was like the main thing that I wanted. So, yeah. And then I've just been full-time with them ever since. Yeah.
There's something else I was gonna say. I can't remember though. Do you like it? You like it there still too?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah. I like the schedule, even though it's like super early, but I have the afternoon and evening off.
That's nice.
And since I just work with adults with that program, I can create my own. I create all my own workouts. I mean, pretty much do whatever I want with the program with that. So I like the freedom to be able to choose what I'm doing.
Good. That's good.
In training and stuff.
Yep. So along with being identical, when we were younger, I don't remember this. I don't think you remember this because we were super young.
Mall story?
No.
Well, that kind of goes with the mall story.
Oh, okay.
Our own language. Well, yeah,
that's true.
Like, we wouldn't know this because, we were, like, babies.
So, our mom and grandma tell us that we had our own language when we were younger because it wasn't just, she said it wasn't just, like, babbles, like baby babbles and, like, stuff like that.
It was like you would do it and then I would do it, like, in a similar way, like, kind of like similar noises or similar, like, however we were talking.
Yeah, like if we're talking in English.
And then you would do it, and then I would do it, and then we would laugh.
Yeah, like an actual
conversation. And then I'd do it, and then you would do it, and then we would laugh. Yeah.
Actual conversation.
Yeah, it was like we're having like a kid conversation.
Tell the mall story.
So the mall story, apparently I can't remember if we were in I think we were in the Sioux City Mall. But yeah, or some mall where the food court is like in the middle, and then it goes all off into different directions with where you can go to the stores. And apparently it was my mom and grandma and us, and we were in the food court middle area, and it was them talking. We were there, and apparently we did like our own little language talking. We were looking at each other, we laughed, and then we turned into different directions and sprinted in opposite directions, and we just ran the other way.
Wait, yeah. I thought it was that we were just walking along. We weren't talking. We looked at each other. We laughed. We ran off into separate directions. We didn't even talk to each other.
Oh, maybe.
So maybe we need clarification.
So
on
maybe
this.
we didn't talk. Maybe we didn't talk or say anything. We just laughed. Maybe that's what it was. We looked at each other. We laughed and we ran in separate directions.
Yeah, that's what I always thought it was because I just
maybe it was something like that.
Either way though, like that's.
I should tell a story when I got lost in the store. I don't know if I have that.
Oh my gosh.
Remember when I got lost?
Yeah,
I was in like Sears or JCPenney.
All I remember was the end of it. You can tell it.
So I like vividly remember we were walking. Like I was next to Sophie or I don't know, Mom, and I remember seeing something that I liked, and I looked at it. I just turned my head and I looked. I was looking at it and I stopped, and then I turned back and you guys were gone. And there was like just people, like huge people, because I was little, just like walking, and I like. Didn't know what to do, and I must have had like this really scared look on my face because I remember like walking and seeing and then one of the workers I think must have asked if I was lost or something, or she like I remember someone coming up to me and saying something and then like saying that I was lost, and then we went over. I think they must have intercomed me or something, and we were by like a washer and dryer. Yes, and I was sitting up on there like crying or something.
Yes, because when I remember.
How do you remember?
The only thing I remember, maybe because this was like just like the thing that stuck out to me the most was Mom had you were sitting on top of a washer and dryer, like crying, hugging, like that's what I remember.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
That would be scary though.
Yeah, it was scary.
Gosh.
I was lost in a store and there was big people and I didn't know who they were, and
sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
So sad.
And that's the only time I think that I've been lost though.
Yeah, and I've never been lost. No. Remember that Las Vegas?
What?
When I almost got stolen? This is like true. I'm like traumatized by this.
I think it's kind of ringing a bell.
Well, you're busy talking to Josh. Okay, here's what happened.
Oh.
We were... Oh.
What happened? I think I remember you telling me this.
Okay, let me tell this. So we were in one of the hotels. Yeah. We're in one of the hotels, like, and they're like ginormous. It's like parking garage, the lobby, and then like
Planet
casino.
Hollywood.
Was it Planet Hollywood?
It was Planet Hollywood.
No, it wasn't. We stayed at Planet Hollywood, but that's not where we were.
Oh, okay.
It was some other place.
Okay.
I think it was where there were all those like pretty things on the ceiling. So eventually we walked through that, and I'm just thinking, I just was still thinking about what happened.
Anyways.
So walking, and I was behind you. You were in front of me. Like, I mean, I was like kind of a, not like super far distance, but not super close. Like you were a few, distance. And so I just remember walking. You were on the phone with Josh talking, and all of a sudden this guy runs up to me. He grabs me and picks me up. Oh, yeah, and starts walking away. And I'm just like, I like couldn't do anything. I couldn't yell. I didn't know what, it's like I froze and I tried like hitting him and I couldn't do anything. And I'm just like, I don't know if you remember if I said your name or like what happened. And then finally you like turn around and look and then you like just like run up to me and he puts me down and that was it.
Where did he go?
Did he say anything? No, but all I remember was the direction he was headed was like, there was no people and there was like cars, like a parking-ish garage.
Oh shit!
You don't remember that?
I like kind of remember.
Now, I don't think many people
Oh my gosh.
know that really, but
where was like
it was just me and you.
We were just walking around.
Mhm.
Oh,
at that time.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I think I like
and I
do
just
kind of remember that.
I was just like shocked.
Yeah,
Like
I do
couldn't do anything.
Memory of that.
And then I think maybe eventually I yelled your name or I don't remember, like exactly what. That's
my
kind of
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was scary.
That is scary.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun trip though.
Yeah, it was. So okay.
Lotion story.
Okay, couple stories here. Lotion.
And cleaning. This was all in the same apartment that we used to live in with our mom.
Yep. And for me, it was me, Hannah, and our mom. And just a small little apartment. It seemed bigger when we were younger, obviously.
Yeah.
But you probably, I kind of remember it. Like, I remember being on paper plates and, like, sliding around. And also, like, looking back, I remember thinking nothing was wrong. Like, nothing we were doing was wrong. And it was just, like, a fun time.
We wanted to go ice skating because, like, the Olympics or something was on. We were just watching ice skating with our mom. We
no,
wanted
my mom
to go
wasn't there.
No, she was like upstairs napping. Or like sleeping or something. So must have been in the morning.
I just knew. Yeah, she wasn't like with us.
She was there upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah,
but not. Yeah.
And we wanted to go ice skating, so we got a lotion, like a ton of it. Was it lotion or was
it was?
And
I think
we
it was
just
lotion.
like put it all over the kitchen floor, all over. So we go ice skating
because we had paper plates, right?
And
on the bottom.
We must have. I don't remember that part, but we must have.
Oh, and then did mom get mad or anything, or would she?
I don't really remember getting mad. I mean,
I think
I remember her saying like how it was like genius. Like she couldn't get mad because it was like it sucked to clean up. I'm sure, but like there's some genius kids, I guess.
Yep. And then there was one time when we wanted to surprise our mom by cleaning
the entire house.
And we decided to clean.
We sprayed everything down, wiped it down, sprayed this back of CDs.
We wanted to clean her CDs too.
Yeah.
Because were they in cases?
I don't know. Maybe, but we were spraying them down. Like everything we sprayed down. And what was it that we used?
I don't even know.
It was like bug spray or something.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like not cleaning stuff.
It wasn't cleaning stuff.
It was like bug spray or it was something like that. It was not a cleaning thing.
And it ruined her CDs.
Yeah, I think it ruined a lot of her CDs, yeah. But like she couldn't be mad because we were just trying to clean.
We're just trying to clean.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I don't know if we have this on here or not, but I should remember this. We used to have a speech impediment, and I actually have had a lot of people ask me, maybe not recently, maybe that's because I'm older and they don't want to offend me. Because I have had people ask me, where are you from? Or where's that accent from?
Yeah, I've
or
had that
like,
too.
oh, you have an accent.
Yeah.
And it's because we used to not be able to say our, and I still struggle with it.
Ours.
R.
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Ruh.
Well, if it was like really
Raw was
or
fine, but
Brian
it
or
was
whatever.
Our people at school, kids at school would ask us to say fork.
Yeah, because I can't even do it now.
Fork.
Fork.
Say fork.
Oh, we got fork. But
Okay.
I'm trying to like get it to where how we used to say it.
I thought you were saying
because we struggle. I feel like we struggle the most with OR.
It was the OR or. We were just like or.
I can't even do it now. Or yeah. So we couldn't do that. But like I feel like that's kind of stayed with us because especially like talking fast. Sometimes I like talk fast. I like slur my words together.
I mumble.
What did our mom used to say?
I don't know. Did she say something?
Just like telling us to slow down when we talk. I think
not to mumble.
Yeah, and so like even now like it's kind of sounds like we have like an accent or whatever. But
wasn't there?
That's why.
Wasn't there a story or something where like we were getting up on the counter to get marshmallows to make something? This is coming to my mind.
We're like in the moment.
Yeah. I swear we were climbing up on the counter.
Yeah, I mean, I remember climbing on the counter to get stuff. I do remember I do remember
there was
marshmallows.
something specific we were doing with the marshmallows.
Maybe put them in the microwave.
I don't know what it was.
Because I do remember that.
We were getting them to make something. I can't remember what it was.
And cheese singles.
Cheese singles, that's on here. What, we would just freak out if it ripped?
Yeah, like the Kraft cheese singles. That's
you had
not
to
even
cheese. Get out of here.
Yeah, anyone relate to this? Like it had to be perfect. Like if mom got out,
not rip.
Perfect squared, and if it ripped or anything, like we would not eat it. Crying, mad.
My daughter did that one time.
Yeah, I think that you sent a video or a picture.
I think she's fine now. It was when she was more of a toddler. And she like opened it and she would not. She threw a fit and would not eat it.
Wasn't there a granola bar too that happened with?
Probably, yeah. It was a granola bar broke, so she didn't want it. She wanted a new one. I'm sure.
Funny.
Typical toddler.
Yeah. And then so like, okay. I thought there was something else.
You
so
stuck a popsicle stick in my ear when we were younger.
I did do that. I don't remember it. I don't think.
I don't remember it. That's just what mom said.
Yeah, and Dad, I remember saying that. Like,
I
don't even know.
But I don't think it ruptured my eardrum or anything. I think it just like, I mean, maybe but I think I had to go to the hospital. But I don't know. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Because this is a yes for me, and I'll share the story in a second. But do you? And you can think about it while I share my story. But do you ever have a time where, whether it's the apartment or sometime when we were younger, where you remember doing this thing? And, like, you were maybe, like, alone, but doing this, and then, like, now looking back and either saying, oh, my gosh, I was really, really young, or looking back and saying, why the heck did I do that? Like, I mean, our brains are still developing, but is there...
What?
Okay. What? Okay, let me just explain.
Okay, repeat.
So, first... No, I was just share my story.
Okay.
So... Two times. And then also I want to know when your youngest memory is, when the youngest. Okay.
I already know.
Okay, we're not
doing a birthday.
Fine.
Okay, go. It was a birthday, and I don't know if it was Yvonne's birthday or what. I was sitting up in high chairs, and there was cake, and I think it was Yvonne's birthday. It was like her friends were over at the Yale house. I just feel like I remember being really young and like kind of intimidated that all these older girls were there.
Oh, really?
But I'm pretty sure we were really young. But I can't remember if it was our birthday or it was Yvonne's birthday.
I don't remember that. Okay, there's two of my youngest memories, and I don't know which one is younger. First time I was sitting, this was when we were in the apartment. I was sitting in a high chair. There was a picture of a dinosaur, like in a coloring book, and I remember just coloring, and I remember like coloring and looking at it, and just like, it was just random colors. Like, it wasn't even in the lines or anything.
Oh, yeah.
The second memory, but like since I'm in a high chair, that's pretty young. Yeah. But the second memory was when we were traveling somewhere, and I'm sure you were with, and Mom, I don't know who else, but I was in a car seat, and I remember like I got in the car seat, and we started driving, and I remember I fell asleep, but then it seems like 2 minutes went by, and I was woken up by Mom, and she was like, okay, honey, we're here, and like got me out of the car seat. But I remember thinking, that was fast. Like, that was really fast. Because you know when you fall asleep and car rides just go by really fast? That's what I was thinking. But since I'm in a car seat, that's pretty young too.
Yeah, that's really young.
Yeah.
That's probably younger than the high chair story.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. Mine, I'm pretty sure we're in the high chair. It was someone's birthday, and that's my youngest memory. Crazy. I don't know how old we were, but I'm pretty sure that's, yeah.
So then the other thing I was talking about, so there's 2 times when I look back on these 2 times, and I'm like, what was I thinking? So the first one was I had it was in the apartment in Vermilion, and I had the blue shirt, and it was like I think I had in the corner was like a Mickey Mouse or something, or maybe it was something else. I don't remember. But all I remember was I had scissors. I looked at the scissors on my shirt, and and then I used the scissors and just snipped a little bit. I just snipped. And there was like a little hole. I was just curious.
Where was I?
Nowhere. I was just me by myself. And then I don't remember if I like told Mom or told someone, or maybe Mom asked me about it. I don't really know. So, and then the other time was, do you remember, so it was grandma's, I don't know, family, friends, Kelsey. Remember Kelsey?
Yeah.
Okay. So
jump roping.
What?
I remember jump roping.
I don't remember that, I don't think. But we were at their place, we were eating dinner. Okay. And there was purple grapes, I think. Grapes. And I just remember, what?
Purple grapes.
Yes, what I said.
You just specified that they're purple and not like green or red. Not just grapes. They were purple grapes.
I was trying to paint a picture.
Yeah, I get it.
In the story. Okay. Maybe they were red. Okay. Anyways, so I just remember like slouching in my chair like this and
Yeah.
taking a grape, taking the peel off, the skin, and then putting it on the tablecloth.
Okay.
And I did that a lot, just putting it on the tablecloth, just because I was interested, like
What was
taking
under
skin
the
off.
peel or under the skin?
Yeah, and then also like I think I remember like hearing someone talk about it, and then
you
that
made
it tasted good.
Oh.
And I just remember doing that, and then all of a sudden I hear someone ask me like what I'm doing, and I just remember like looking up with like a serious face and like just like kind of embarrassed about it.
But you're still doing it.
and then they're like, don't do that, and then whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, I have another story.
No, hold on.
I've never told this before. Okay, you go first.
And I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay, so there's
Unless
there
you
was one time
remember.
where like grandma when she did like her clogging and dancing and stuff,
Mhm.
and there was another girl that was on her or in her group or whatever. I don't remember her name, but she had
Yes.
what? Do you know what I'm talking?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Okay, yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes. Yes, I know.
Okay, so sorry. And we should switch spots with me.
Why?
Because I remember vividly being in a car. You're her, and you're like looking that way, and I'm like little. I'm just like a little kid, and I remember just staring at her.
Oh my god.
I remember just staring. But like as a kid, you don't realize what you're doing. You don't realize like don't stare at people. I remember just staring, and then out of the corner of her eye, she goes, "So like I'm you, but I'll do it so you can see." Okay, that's her spot. So out of the corner of her eye, she goes, like to look at me, and they go to look away because it like scared me. Yeah. So she looks at me because I'm staring at her. I'm sure she can see out of her peripherals.
Oh yeah, for sure.
so
And
she
you can
does
sense when
this.
someone's looking at you,
And
especially
then-
if you're right next to them.
Yeah, and then I'm like looking at her when she does that. I go, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I was gonna say something about that. Oh, because when you were staring at that piece of jewelry or whatever you liked when you were in the store, like
Yeah.
when you got lost, I feel like that's probably like you were probably staring at it longer than you even realized.
Yeah,
because
probably
kids
longer
just
than that.
stare.
Yeah.
So this other story, okay, I've never
You've
told.
never told
I've
me
never
that?
told this before. So we were driving. Do you remember like Maggie at we played soccer with them. We lived close to them in Vermilion. A lot of kids. Maggie, Grace, Jessie, Hannah. Gosh, what was her last name?
Thorn.
Yes, the
Thorns,
Thorns. Okay.
yeah.
So the dad was driving, okay? And I just remember it's kind of embarrassing. So we're driving and I was picking my nose. And then okay, hold on. So he looks up at me in the rearview mirror and we make eye contact. He's like, very quiet. He's like, don't do that. I vividly remember that. Yeah, just like.
And then what did you do? You're like,
Yeah, I probably just was like. Ugh. It's good times.
good times.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wasn't like that embarrassing.
No, yeah, it's really not.
It's funny.
Whew. What's next? Oh, let's talk about our fights.
Let's do your sleepwalking story first.
Oh, shit. Okay.
A parent sleepwalking, or we don't know what.
Oh, okay. Can't I told you this, haven't I? Okay, so this one, I have no recollection of this. None whatsoever. I was pretty young, probably like elementary school, I think. And so this is all coming from my mom, our mom. She was sleeping, and all of a sudden, she like, I think she could like hear me or like sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, she couldn't hear me.
Sense.
She could sense
Like something.
Something was
Your
like there and
presence.
watching her. Yeah. So she just
woke
ups her eyes, woke up, opens up
You're
her eyes.
standing there over
I'm
bed.
telling the story.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
And yes, I was just standing there, like straight face, staring. And she's like, "Honey, are you okay? What's wrong? Sophie, are you okay? What's wrong?" Like just trying to ask me. And I do nothing. All I do is I wait a little bit and then I turn.
You turn around.
I turn around and I start to walk out of the room. And she gets up right away. So she should have seen me walk.
Because there's a hallway.
There's a hallway.
Like
It's a little hallway.
She
She
to our
should,
rooms.
yeah, she should have seen me, if nothing else, like move a little bit under my blankets. But she should have seen me go into my room, walk into my bed, or walk into my bedroom,
Walk down
like
the hallway.
walked it like something. And she gets up, she goes to the hallway, and I'm not there. She goes into my bedroom, and I'm in bed sleeping
As if
I never even
Yeah.
got up, like no movement whatsoever.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that was weird.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That is just like wild.
Yeah,
and
that
then
is.
Also I've been told, did I tell you this, that I was at the Saturday farmers market in Brookings, and one lady, she like had crystals out, and I've never seen anyone with crystals there, so I was like all about it.
Yeah.
And then one of my clients was with me, and she like looks at me and she's like, "I'm sure you know this, but do you know that you are a portal?" I've never, and I never
What?
reached out to her, so she could see my third eye. Yeah.
What?
And and it was just like crazy what she was, and she's like, you email me. She gave me like a specific email.
You never emailed her?
No.
Oh my god.
I still, and she's like, put in the subject line portal now. I will know. And yeah,
What?
this was. I mean, this.
You
was,
never told me this.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't told many people because they're probably gonna think I'm crazy, which is fine. I don't care. I don't give a shit. But there's no reason for me to. I don't know. I just haven't. Really
So
told
okay,
anyone.
so go on. What?
So then, yeah, I mean, we just talked a little bit, and she just told me to email her this like specific
Did you ask her what
address.
that means? What does it mean that you're a
Yeah,
portal?
yeah, because I'm like, actually, I don't know what that means, and she's like, what? Like, she was shocked that I didn't even know, and she like asked the guy that I was with, one of my clients, was like, do you know, like, how do you stay grounded around her? And I think that's because because I have people that tell me all the time how much like just like energy, like my vibe is like very energetic.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what she meant by that.
Yeah.
But so I have the card still. It's probably in my wallet.
Are you serious?
With the email.
You have
And
the email
I always,
still?
Yeah, and I always meant
We're
to,
doing
like,
it right now. Go get it.
No. So I always wanted to email her to like meet up with her, but it was in the transition of, it's like my life transition from like apartment to townhome and just like a lot of stuff
So this
going
is in
on.
Brookings?
Yeah.
So how many years ago?
Probably like 3 years, two or three. Yeah. I know. I
Don't
need
you-
to do it. I should just do it.
Just do it. Don't you
Yeah.
want to know? Like.
I know. Yes, I do want to know.
So
Yes.
she said to email her saying
Portal now. Yeah.
But did she tell you what that means? You being a
No.
portal.
She said I need to come over and have a conversation with her, and she will tell me.
You need to do that.
Yeah, I know. Very curious. Very
Should we
curious.
do that right
about
now?
No, maybe after this. It's not right now.
Right.
So let's see. What else were we talking about?
I don't know. How did that come about?
Because I was at the farmer's market.
I know, but
Oh!
how did that?
We were talking about I don't remember.
Good one.
We're both pretty forgetful, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Because at first we were going to talk about the fighting, but then we brought up something else before that. We were just talking about random stories.
Just stories, yeah, stories.
So yeah, I think that's it.
So you're a portal.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean, I assume it's just, I don't know. I don't want to assume things.
Well, we need to find out.
I know. I do.
Okay.
So, fighting, should we talk about that? How we used to fight?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh man, where do we even start? So obviously, like, siblings, they fight, they clash, whatever. And we had the same room growing up in high school.
Always,
so like
yeah.
we fought a lot, and whether it was over just stupid shit, but sometimes we got into pretty bad fights. Like I remember one time just like slamming doors, and I remember one time throwing a shot glass at you,
Yeah, I think
and I broke it, and it was the one that Mike and Nelson gave you from Mexico or from like somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, because you were mad because it was, and then I felt really, really bad.
Oh.
But it didn't hit you; it hit the wall and broke.
And I'm pretty sure I put a dent on your side of the wall by throwing something.
Probably. What'd you throw?
I don't remember.
Oh.
But I remember throwing stuff too.
Yeah, and I remember one time with our stepdad side of the family. I don't know. It was like some game or whatever. Do you remember that at the Quality Inn in Rapid City, like fighting?
Oh, it was
but they
like
kept egging us on.
it's called like 3-second or 3-minute fight or something like that, where like you just go at it.
Yeah.
For 3 minutes.
And at first, like, I knew it was a game. I
forgot that we did that.
I had a bad feeling. I didn't want to do it, but back then, I was easily pressured into doing stuff. I was a pushover.
I forgot about that.
And we did it, and they kept saying things, we kept saying things to each other, and then it got to be, like, pretty serious, like, hair pulling, pouring water on each other. Like, we didn't never punch each other.
Yeah.
But, like, pushing.
We were like, I forgot
nasty.
about that. That was a bad fight, yeah.
It was. But the worst fight, I think, I mean, that was, like, physical and just, like, I don't know, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have ever happened. But we also would fight a lot of times, like, in general fighting.
Pretty much every fight that we had.
Every fight that we had, like, whether it was yelling, whatever, it would end, and we would someone would need to have the last word. Like whether it was fine. Like, if it was fine.
Like that.
Like, fine. I know. Like, if I said fine.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, like, sometimes it would get quieter and quieter and quieter.
Yeah.
And then, like, we would just, sometimes, if we did that or not, we would just stop fighting, like, nothing even happened.
Yeah, like 5 seconds later, we would have just a different
normal conversation.
Like,
yeah. So, like, we would.
Like, it never even happened.
Yeah. So, like, we would fight, whatever, and then just nothing. And then, like, a few minutes later, we would just talk as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then we had a really, really big fight.
Sylvan Lake?
Yep. When I remember.
You were in the front seat.
No.
Yes. I was in the back seat.
No, I think you were in the backpack and I was in the back.
Oh, no. Was I in the front seat?
Oh!
Did you?
Yes,
my
you
seat
were.
cover?
No.
I pulled your